fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to kit up my Ye Olde Christmas Shop from Dreamer Designs. I asked you guys in a previous video which Christmas kit, holiday kit you wanted me to do, whether it was the Christmas shells or this Christmas shop one. Most of you voted for the Christmas shop, so that's the one. Since I already had it unboxed, I'm going to go ahead and kit up. I'm going to try and see if I can still get to the Christmas shells this year, but we'll see. I've got a couple of other things I want to complete first, but I thought I would go ahead and get this one kitted up. I've already done 2 kits for drills and chills, so I'm going to count my second kit for drills and chills, my treasure quest that I just finished, as my holiday kit for our holiday diamond paint along. Then I'm going to be working on Little Baker, so I'm hoping that I can get that one finished fairly quickly, because that's another really large one. If I can get that one finished, when I sit down and work on it, it actually goes pretty quick because there's quite a bit of multi-placing, but I just need to sit down and focus on it. And then I may do Naoko before I do this one because I already have it kitted up, but it's around and it shouldn't take me very long. So we'll see how I work these in. I did go and look, and Dreamer Designs does put the release dates on. I bought this one back in 2023, so I'm going to guess I don't have the updated grid one. So the drills may be a little gappy, but I dealt with that on Treasure Crest as well. And I have older kits that I may run into the same issue with as well, so it's all good. I did go through already, and on my stickers, you can see I've made my little dots for the ABs that I've picked out. This kit does come with quite a few ABs. I think, what is that, 9 ABs, something like that. And then, well, I never noticed some of these stickers are not cut great. They're okay until about here. And then see how the O, the white of the O kind of goes down onto the next one. I think I'll be okay. I don't think I need to redo anything. And then I missed on this one, I don't actually have an AB for that color. I got confused. So, but I do have them all picked out. So as we go through, I will show the ABs to you that I picked out to use from it. So I've got it separated. These are, I hope, bags that have more drills in them. So they're going to go in the medium-sized ones. I have these drills that don't have these bags that don't have very many drills in them that are going to go in these small ones. And then all of these colors here, I have 2 bags of, so I'm going to put them in the large size here, and I won't use any of the extra large. At least that's the plan for now. I've got to see if 2 bags of each of these will fit in all of those. So let me just get some stickers on these, and then we'll see. And some of these, for some reason, came split. Instead of being attached together, they were on separate sleeves. Why, I don't know. So I've got my scissors, I've got my trash, I've got everything lined up, I think, in order to do this. So let me get some stickers on. See, you can see what I mean here about the brown from the previous symbol, but I can still see the 3. It's not cut off, so I'm going to call that good. And of course, because I'm kitting up in my Elizabeth Ward containers, I'm going to be using my Elizabeth Ward funnel. I always get questions on it, so those of you who are curious, it's from Sasha's 3D Printing on Facebook. I don't think you have to join the group, but just send her a message and tell her that you'd like to buy one and she will get one to you. Okay, I wasn't sure these were all going to fit, but I think that one did. And bonus, no static so far at least. Push those away from the lid. Okay, so hopefully everything is going to go as smoothly as that one, because that would be lovely, so that I can get all of these double bags into one container. Okay, so clearly that one was not as full as the previous one. So there's that, and that's one of the ABs. Yeah, as I go through, I'll try to show you which ones I have ABs for and which ones I don't. Some of these stickers do not want to come off the sticker sheet, but that's okay. All right, which one am I doing? 300. That's this brown. Hopefully not a huge amount of browns like I had in my last kit, the Treasure Quest. I don't know how there could be more browns. A little bit of static on that one. You can see it sticking there to the sides of the container. But there are going to be lots of greens and reds because it is a Christmas kit after all. A little bit of static. Not so much in that one. I can see it sticking to the bottom of the funnel, but not terrible. Okay. So far this size is working out good for these, so good. I'm already getting quite the pile of trash. A little more static in this one than I wanted. Okay, at least they're falling in the tray or in the container and not flying everywhere. And I was trying to use all of my washi taped ones up first, but I'm now out of those, so let me get the stickers on some of these. Another brown. I guess it's more of a burnt umber color. So they have a little bit of static, some of them, but not terrible. And another green. Hope I'm not going to get sick of green the way I've got sick of brown. It's nice having them in sleeves like this so you can keep all your drills together, but that one's pretty full. And since I jinxed myself and said they weren't staticky, since then they all have been, so someday I'll learn. Apparently not today, but someday. All right, my ABs don't have static. Something about the coating, I guess. Okay, so I need 3 more of this size for these 3 that I have left. And except for actual ABs, like the yellow and the red, I don't have any others to show you yet. This one I thought I had an AB for, but actually I thought I had a fairy dust for, but I don't, so I had it crossed out so I wouldn't confuse myself, because I knew if I left it there I would get confused and think that I had an AB when I didn't. These are both kind of full, so let's hope they all fit. Oh no, see? That seemed full, but it really wasn't. Although it is staticky. Yikes, that one is very staticky. All right, down to my last 2 double bags. A red and a green are left. Okay, that one is not staticky, so yay. And then the last one is 2 bags of green, which unfortunately does seem to be staticky. Those were jumping around all over. Okay, I was going to do these next and put them all on here, but I think I'm going to start with these because I don't know how many of these I need. Probably more than just the ones from this one tray, but I'm going to start there and we'll see. Okay, so let's start with some of these little ones. I'm hoping they won't be staticky because there are so few drills. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now, this one I do have marked, and I do have some square crystals that I might use. They don't really match the color that's in the kit, but because these are crystals, I thought, well, I have them, so maybe I'll include them, maybe I won't, but I pulled them so I could see. Again, because there are so few drills, I could just replace them all with the crystals and you'd never know because they would all be the same. But sometimes it does look funny, so sometimes you just have to judge when you're working on a canvas whether or not you think it's going to look weird. And then this one as well, you can see my little dot. I've actually got pixie dust for these, and because it looks a little bit metallic, I thought pixie dust would be a good fit for this kit. Again, it depends on what it's on, but usually the pixie dust is so close in color that it just gives it that little extra sparkle and sheen. And since this is a Christmas kit, I thought that can never be a bad thing. That one's a little staticky. Not too bad when they're staticky when there's only that many drills. All right, after this, I only have 3 of these left, so I'm definitely going to need multiple rows of these extra small ones. So maybe after I get done with the ones that I have, I'll switch over to these because there's quite a few of these as well. And we'll have to see because I now have so many kits kitted up that I've used so many of these. Maybe I just need to go out and buy another Elizabeth Ward tray where it's filled with nothing but these small ones instead of getting the mixed ones that have all 4 different sizes, which is what I usually like to do. Okay, let me get the stickers on these. I don't have ABs for any of these, which can be a good and bad thing. makes it easier sometimes to not have the ABs because then you don't have to worry about them, but it's always fun to add in some extra bling, I think anyway. And I do have several colors that I thought I had ABs for, and then when I go to look, I've used them all up, which is good. I want to do that. But it is kind of frustrating sometimes to look at it and go, oh, I have the perfect AB for that. Oh, no, I don't. I used it all already. I love using this funnel. It just makes everything go so much faster. And if you can believe it, I spill way less using it than I used to, which is probably kind of sad, but it is what it is. Okay, so I've got 3 of these left. Okay. Also, I'm late doing this. I should have done it much earlier today, but I didn't. And this one, as you can see, I do have an AB for. Not exactly the same color, so I'll have to see if I want to sub or not. But again, it's a pixie dust, so if it's like snow or something, it's got that little bit of that metallic sheen to it, so it might look okay. Even if it doesn't exactly match the color from the kit. You gotta live a little, right? Okay, so let's move to this size of container for now. Okay, so like I said, these are all the bigger bags, so hopefully they're gonna all fit in one of these. May have to start rethinking my storage. This isn't a Diamond Art Club, but if all of these kits are going to have way more colors, this one has 67, then maybe I'm going to need to rethink how I do my kits. I also haven't forgotten about my Forever Young storage. I keep thinking I'm going to find one to kit up in it, but all these ones that I'm opening are very large and have too many colors. So I'll just have to see when I come across another one. Maybe when I do one of my smaller ones, then I can get it all kitted up in that again and give that another try. Find a kit that doesn't have any static in it, because the other kit that I tried it with had a lot of static. Almost like some of the trays were making it staticky. That one was a little staticky. And this one I do have an AB for. So you can see, again, the colors don't match perfectly, but I have enough ABs that if I wanted to just completely replace these in the kit, I could. Because again, it's a Christmas kit, so extra bling has to be good, right? That one maybe could have gone in a smaller one, but oh well. Okay, and this one I have lots of choices for. This is another color that was used in my treasure quest, so I've got ABs, not a ton. I've got pixie dust, which is not quite the same color. You can see this one is more yellow than this is orange. And then I've got some of these crystals left. I probably won't use these, but I pulled them just because it's all the same color, and we'll see. The color could get used in multiple places over the kit. So maybe I want to use the crystals in one place and then the ABs in another and the pixie dust in a third. I don't know. But I have options. That one probably could have gone in a small one too. At least there's lots of different colors in this one. I mean, I thought Treasure Quest would have a lot of different colors, and it did, but some of them got used so little. It really did feel like I was doing nothing but brown. Okay, this is another one that I have an AB for as well. I guess I shouldn't say AB, I should say a specialty drill. This one, again, I don't know if I'm going to use. It always comes off as more purple than dark red, so it may just depend where it is in the canvas, whether or not I actually use this. But I have it, so I pulled it. Because if I don't know I have it, then it won't ever get used. I used to have a fairy dust for this one, or an AB. I think I used it all up when I did Jules and Verne. That was eons ago. I think I have room for 3 more of these, and then I'm going to go back to doing this size. I also have ABs for 310, and I considered pulling those, but I figure most of those are going to get used in places where there's shadows, and that's going to look funny with the dark AB, so I didn't pull those. But I did pull 823. Again, because they're so dark, I don't know if I'm going to use them, but sometimes I have more luck using the 823 than I do the 310 with it looking okay. Ooh, that one has a little bit of static. That's the last one I'm going to do in this size. Let me go pull the smaller size ones from another tray so I can finish up doing these, but I may need 2 trays for this one, just like I needed 2 trays for Little Baker. I don't even know if 2 of these is going to be enough. 2 rows of the extra small ones, I mean. Those resisted the procedure. Okay, and here's another one that I have ABs for. Or I guess not ABs, again. These are fairy dust that I have left over from a Diamond Art Club kit. You can see there's almost no drills. They're not exactly the same color, but close enough, and so I pulled them because I might use them. Okay, yeah, that's not hardly any drills at all. I think I do need to order another Elizabeth Ward tray that just has these small ones in it, just because I seem to be doing so many large kits lately that I never have enough. I mean, I have 6 Elizabeth Ward trays, so that means I have 6 rows of these, plus I have the knockoff one that has like 39 or 40, and I still never have enough. Okay, definitely gonna run out of these, because I have all of these left, and I have 2. I might have some more upstairs. Also, this one doesn't necessarily go with anything, and I ended up not using it in the Treasure Quest one, but I thought, again, because it's a Christmas one, maybe there's a place that I'd want to use these metallic gold ones, so I pulled those. I'm definitely going to have to do 2 trays, I think. I don't even know. I'm going to have to put some of these that only have this many drills in larger containers. And this one, again, I pulled some pixie dust that I had left over. They're not really the same color, so I'll keep them out and have to judge whether or not I think it needs to be this more kind of blue color or gray is okay. There does seem to be a nice variety of colors though. I mean, of course, there's the darker colors for all the shadows, but there's greens and reds. But I've also got blues, pinks, purples. When you get this many colors that don't have a ton of drills, that always means there's going to be more confetti, but I don't mind doing confetti. All right, here we go. This one I've got ABs. Again, not exactly the same color, but pretty close. And I might have enough that I can just substitute. Sometimes it's just a matter of looking at your canvas and deciding for yourself what looks good and what doesn't, because you're the one who's going to be looking at it, right? And then this one, I've got some fairy dust left over. Obviously, I don't have enough to substitute for the whole thing, but again, usually these colors don't go all in one place on the canvas, so if I want to substitute in some of those for a little extra shimmer, that could be good. I think that's the difference between ABs. ABs give you a lot of extra sparkle. The fairy dust gives you a lot of extra kind of shimmer, if that makes sense. And I am still looking at these stickers to make sure that I'm able to see the whole symbol on it. Because like you can see on this one, the top of the symbol is the color that was before it. But I can still see the whole symbol, so it won't cause a problem when I'm diamond painting. I'm actually getting kind of excited about this one, even if I'm afraid it's going to be the Gappy drills. So, okay, so I've got to stop doing those because I don't have any of the more small containers, but I do have more of these. Let me use all the ones up of these that I have. Definitely going to have 2 trays for this one, which I guess I'm managing with my little baker. So it shouldn't be too terrible. It's just harder to have 2 trays sitting around when I don't have as much space as I used to spread everything out. That one is pretty staticky, but I am definitely past the halfway point, so that's good. Hasn't been too terrible. Let's hope I didn't just jinx myself again. Some of these maybe could have fit in the smaller one, but since I don't have any more of those, I don't really need another Elizabeth Ward tray. I wonder if I could just go on Amazon and find the size container that I need and just buy that. Okay, so I've only got 3 of these left that need to go in this bigger size. And then after this, they'll just have to go in that bigger size because that's all I've got left. So these are all ABs. So fingers crossed they don't have any static. And I think I still have a couple of ABs left in the other pile. But I'm excited to being close to done with these. Gosh, this seemed like so many colors. Ooh, is that going to fit in there? Okay, it did. I just needed to coax it in there. That one is definitely full. And then I have this AB, well, it's not an AB, it's a crystal that I pulled just because it's Christmas red. They already have ABs in this kit for this, but I thought maybe in some of the lights or something it would be cool to add in the little crystals. So I pulled those just in case I felt like I wanted to use them. So some of the ones I pulled may not get used, but that's okay. They'll just go back in the pile for another project. I don't know why I hadn't considered going online and buying some more of the extra small ones. Should have done that a long time ago. I mean, I did go and buy some of them before, but I keep using them all up. Okay, and this one I have a fairy dust for. I can probably substitute 1-to-1 for this one, but again, we'll see. I just love the extra little shimmer that you get with the fairy dust. I'm spoiled. I just think all the regular ones are kind of blah. And I always have leftovers usually, so. Okay, so I've got 3 colors left and 3 of these. And even though some of the stickers are miscut and you can see the color of the previous color, it's okay. I can still see the whole symbol, so it's all good. All of my stickers are now gone. And I just have these 3 ABs left. And they're ABs, so they shouldn't have any static. Last one, yay! And then I can show you the rainbow that is the 2 trays. Well, 1.5 trays, I guess. Don't go anywhere. So here are my 1.5 trays. So I've got 2 rows of the small one. I probably could have had 3 of these and then fit them all in one tray, but like I said, ran out of this, so whatever. Lots of these still have static in them. We'll see if by the time I get around to actually drilling on this one, if some of the static has gone. And then we have all of these lovely ABs and crystals, fairy dust, extra bling that I'm going to add into it. So I think it's going to be nice and colorful. I think it will be nice and sparkly. Fingers crossed that even though it's an older kit, it's not horribly gappy. And this will be one of the ones that I will do for our holiday diamond paint along. I'm not going to finish this one. I can tell you that right now. Even if I just stopped working on everything else and started working on this one, I would not get it finished in what's left of October. And I really want to finish Little Baker first. Maybe I'll lay some drills on this one before I actually start working on Nyoko, because she's not really a holiday themed one. She's just I wanted to do a round one because I've been doing so many squares. But I just did that small Muka one that was a round, so I probably should count that one. My Muertos one was square, Treasure Quest is square, Little Baker is square, this one is square, so I'm entitled to a round after I get all of these done, right? As I said, many of you voted to have me work on this one, so I will try and fit it in somewhere. It may be a little bit later in October because I really do want to finish Little Baker first. I'm really loving the pinks, and if I get in the zone with that one, then I can just do it. So leave me a comment down below and let me know of all of these, the ABs and the other colors, which one was your favorite? I mean, it's a Christmas kit, so of course, obviously the green and red are going to be fun, but I like that they've included some other colors. There's some greens that I have pixie dust for. I've got some reds, some yellows, some oranges. I've got some gold I can throw in along with a couple of crystals, so I'm excited. Let me know which one you'd like to see on the kit, because maybe some of you have done this before and you know where it would look good. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.